Beats Planet.
Yo, come on in. Welcome. Come on in, y'all. Just come on, take your seat, get you a snack, grab your water, relax a little bit, man. We have some content for y'all here today, man. This ain't one of them days where I can just complain about the content. We got content falling out of our pockets. It's overflowing over here. You know, we were just going to give a little regular, I was talking to my guys behind the scenes, my guys, Paul, my guys, Brum, say, yeah, man, we're going to, preview training camp, talk about some things I would like to see and boom. And we get thrown this little curveball of practice going on right damn now. So instead of that, we just got to give you a live update, just a live as it's going on update. We got some tweets that I have queued up in the bank already. Y'all already know. My guy Will Steele is going to be holding us down with the visuals and the technicals and all that good stuff, giving the analysis and the back and forth training camp updates for the Cowboys versus Chargers joint practice or whatnot. And it's going to be fun. Plus, the shit's still going on. So as Twitter is updating, we'll be pushing that stuff out and all that good stuff. So I appreciate y'all for being here, man. Shouts out to the volume, all the good stuff, like all the social media platforms. Voch Lombardi Live. I am your host.
You are watching a master at work.
The Lombardicus. Follow me on all my social media platforms, VOCHLOMBARDI, and I'm being point guarded by the absolute best in the business.
Gotta be handy with the Steele, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
Will Steele. What's good, my guy? Shouts out to the Bomb Squad and all that.
Sure. Everybody going
Bomb Squad!
I'm ready to overreact to all this news here, man. I don't even call it news. I'm ready to overreact to this practice because that's what all the fans are doing already.
Let me tell you something, man. Old Voch is, was at this point, old Voch will be ready to cuss out beat writers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but this
boy.
is new Voch. We're rubbing shoulders with these people. So I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing crazy yet. But I need y'all to do a little better, man. But we're getting these live updates now, and I understand what it's like to be a beat writer and to build your audience, because you can only do so much with just your name and your organization or whatever, right? And I ain't even gonna say names or organizations, but some of these people make their living off building this social media thing, right? So sometimes they go a little extra, they do what they got to do to get these follows, to get this interaction on Twitter, and look, that's fine. But I think part of what me and Will do is we try to bring y'all down and just make y'all aware of what's going on. So when we see certain things in these social media streets, let's not panic and overreact to none. That's me and Will's job. Me and Will's job is to take stuff in our gut, kind of overreact to it, but before it gets out, we edit it and give it to y'all like rationally or whatever, unless Will's arguing with me in the car and telling me how trash of a Cowboy fan I am, because Will still does that to me. But let's just temper the expectations.
He's joking,
and temper
y'all. But y'all can never understand. I don't want them to think that's how I am.
All right. so let's temper the expectations of what we're seeing from this social media, right? For example, right, I'm not gonna say anything, but if we see a tweet that says, "Damn, boy, Dak threw 2 interceptions today, boy. This the quarterback you want?" All right, fine, but let's just be, responsible enough to be like, well, okay, cool. Well, Justin Herbert kind of threw 2 interceptions too. You know what I mean? Plus, let's give the responsible analysis, right? And Dak does take more chances in the preseason, right? He does get a little more reckless, when we're practicing, because he wants to know what throws he can and cannot make, right? When we get to the regular season, Dak typically doesn't make those throws. So let's just take all this and be a little responsible with it. And us as, viewers, as fans, because I'm a viewer and a fan also, right? Us as viewers and fans, let's take what they say and then kind of go, all right, what did they get from this? Where do we go from here, right? What should I take from this tweet? You feel me? So with that being said, let's kind of get started, Will Steele. First and foremost, the very first tweet that I saw, like the very first thing that I was looking at was, all right, here's our injury updates, right? Let me put a little something on for me. Here's our injury updates, right? So shouts out to our guy, David Hellman. David Hellman is a guy that I trust. I'm not talking about David Hellman when I did my little my little talk there. But shouts out to David Helman. He was giving us some camp updates and things of that nature. He said, all right, y'all, these are our camp updates. These are our injury guys that are, coming out today, right? We already broke down Mike McCarthy's press conference yesterday, so we knew, kind of the guys that were going to be practicing, the guys that are, going to be sitting out. So this is basically confirmation. Tyron Smith is practicing today. Now, honestly, I just want to get Tyron Smith to Tampa Bay, dog. I really just want to get Tyron Smith to September 11th and move on with our life. But if we going to get him some work, if he's practicing, if we feel good about him, fine. But I just don't want Tyron to lay down and go out or anything like that. Trevin Diggs is back. I don't think Trevin was going through like a major injury thing. I just think he was just, getting his veteran days. J-Ron Kearse is another guy that we got to discuss, right? He's sitting out. He's just lingering on the sideline. This has been multiple days where we've seen J-Ron Kearse just not practicing. Now, this time of the year, this time of the month, do I need to see J-Ron Kearse practicing? Absolutely not. But I just wonder how serious this back thing may be. Now, if he's a guy that's hanging around till, hey, he's another get me till September 11th guy, cool. Then there was a little bit of doom and gloom here, Will Steele. There's a little bit of nervous action. Go ahead and pull up those Gelkin updates on CD Lamb, if you will, sir. The CD Lamb updates kind of shook the world a little bit, right? So I was looking at it, say Michael Gelkin an hour ago tweeted, CD Lamb on the sideline, he injured. And then like 5 minutes after that, Michael Gelkin was like, hey, okay, so let's not say injured. He had to fix his own tweet, Will Steele. He's like, all right, so injured is a bit much. Let's chill. Let's relax. But then later on, maybe like 10 minutes after that, we have further reports that came out that CeeDee Lamb cut his foot or cut one of his toes. Will Steele, maybe he was at a pool party or some shit. I don't know.
I was wondering how you cut your foot, or you cut your toe. That's interesting.
Maybe he was getting a pedicure or something, and they got a little too close with the little buff machine or something like that. I don't know what the business is, but he had a deep cut on his toe that required a stitch. It required a stitch on his toe. And I don't even know how you get cut on the toe that deep, Will Steele, but they said that the stitch on his toe kept him from, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he needed a couple of days to let that thing heal up, Will Steele. Well, what do you think about this whole Lamb thing? Because when I first saw it, I panicked a little bit, but I actually stopped and brainstormed because I'm goofy as hell, right? And the only way I thought about this is if I'm in the kitchen and I'm like cutting something, I'm like chopping up my cilantro or something, and I drop my knife and it land on my foot. That's the only way I can think that my toe gets cut deep enough that I need stitches, Will Steele. What did you have to think about this?
I really didn't have time to think about it. I was doing a bunch of stuff. I saw, okay, CeeDee Lamb's out, foot issue, but I've learned now that I cover the team full time that let things kind of simmer a little bit, more news will come. And then it came. Sure. It's a cut. So it was like, all right, cool, we dodged a bullet, but what if this was something serious and he's out, so now we get a chance, so we're trying to turn into a silver lining. Now we get a chance to see what Noah Brown and Simi and Dennis Houston look like out there without CD, because that could happen, right?
Because, Will, I was 5 seconds away from going, this season's a failure. Dak's not good enough to do this by himself. The run game wouldn't be able to help us out of this hole. Jalen Tolbert's not going to do it by himself. But Voch, what about Dennis? If I'm Dennis Houston, I'm not ready to live life without Sedarian Lamb. But apparently, I love my little piano drop. But apparently, man, CeeDee Lamb is fine, man. He just had a little bit, he had a little bitty cut on his toe, man. So it is what it is. Moving on from that. But it's interesting though, Will Steele, because when we was in training camp, we did notice on the far field, sometimes the wide receiver coach, forgot his name, the wide receiver coach, they would do the hand-eye, the hand-eye coordination drill with the tennis balls or whatever. There's actually footage of Lamb doing the hand-eye coordination drill. So your stitches don't bust with the hand-eye coordination drill. You just can't go out there and run pretty heavy. I don't know. It's a weird one. Yeah. It's a weird one. I'd imagine if you need to heal like that, you need to be off in the tent somewhere.
Well, let me ask you this: since he's not practicing today, probably won't tomorrow. I'd imagine. Is it
if he come out there tomorrow? I'm calling some Illuminati BS, Will Steele. I'm calling some nonsense on that.
And is he going to play on Saturday?
He better not play on Saturday.
We'll see. There's a handful of guys. Yeah, there's a handful of guys that I'm cool with not playing. CD's probably in that. He might be in that little boat right there.
Hate being lied to, man. I was ready to break down what we're going to see from the Chargers offense versus the Cowboys defense. Just some of the things that I wanted to see. And one of the bigger talking points that I had written down is that we get to see the Chargers wide receivers versus the Cowboys DBs. And what I love about the Chargers wide receiver core is that they got a dude that does everything. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, you want your wide receiver core to be, let's say, limited in redundancies. I would guess you don't want too many of the same kinds of dudes. You want your wide receiver core to be like a basketball team, a dude that can do, just a little bit of everything. The Chargers have a long speed guy in, Jalen Guyton. They got a big size guy in Mike Williams. They got a route running guy in Keenan Allen. So I thought it would be good to just kind of see these dudes matched up with each of these guys. And we got some footage here, Will. Still, you can just get that up whenever at your leisure, sir. AB. Let's pull up AB getting smoked, and then like in 5 seconds you can pull up Diggs, getting Mike Williams or whatever. Yeah, no. And look, and look, I don't want my chat to overreact to AB getting smoked or whatever. You know what I mean?
Excuse me, this is Cowboy fans.
It is Cowboy, but look, like Mike McCarthy said, he wanted to get 70 reps out there, right? He wanted to get 70 plays going. So if you AB, you may not play the whole 70. You may have played like 30, 40 snaps or something. Maybe I'll say 20 to 30. If you played that and we only get one bad highlight from you, I'm assuming the rest of your day was fine. You know what I mean? There was no.
I'm sitting here watching this. I mean, you can't defend that back shoulder.
Yeah, that's a timing and good thing that AB walked out of there healthy. I see he kind of, stopped and turned and all that kind of good stuff. But let's not overreact to anything like this. This is all good work, man. This is Cowboy DBs versus Chargers wide receivers. We're all getting different looks. Now, like we said yesterday, Will, still, we're not overhyping DaRon Bland or anything like that. I know there's a DaRon Bland Pro Bowl hive because Voch and Will still said so going on right now. But, like we said yesterday, just in case y'all didn't tune in yesterday, because y'all not allowed to miss shows. Something great happens every show. DaRon Bland is a dude to where I want to see him versus better competition. I want to see him worked in with some of these guys as opposed to, some of the randoms that he would be going up against, and then you can pull up the Diggs versus Williams clip whenever you want to, Will, still. So just kind of seeing these guys are DBs versus the Chargers wide receivers. Even not just the corners, but I even saw there was just one clip like Justin Herbert tried his deep, and that may be something that we didn't get with Russell Wilson because maybe Russell don't trust his deep options yet. But Justin Herbert tried this and goddamn, Malik Hooker just turned his jets on. We got a good rep, Trey Diggs versus Mike Williams right here. Just another little matchup thing that we talked about, Will, still. There was one clip earlier where somebody double moved Trey kind of gambled, got past him. Another weird play Cowboy fans are going to do whatever to. But, hey, if you're going to gamble and get caught deep, do it now. Don't do it later. But Trey gets his lick back on some of these reps. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, that one, me and Professor O was talking about that. I just think probably bad technique. He a gambler anyway. Even if he had good technique, he'd probably gamble.
It's interesting. We lived in this Byron Jones era, right? And I love to say I lived in something because people can say, well, Voch, the Cowboys Super Bowl, sure, I was like 3. I didn't live in that, right? But I lived in a lot of these Cowboy eras, right? These more recent ones. I remember the Cowboy fan that was like, yo, we don't get interceptions. Byron Jones should take more chances, but wasn't nobody catching anything on Byron Jones. Diggs is a guy that's going to give up plays like this, right? He's going to give up some of these double moves because he's going to gamble. And I think teams have seen that on film, so they're probably going to try Diggs a little bit more on these double moves. So if they're going to try Diggs on double moves, hey, Trey, get your double move ass whoops in right now, you know what I mean? So you can just get better acclimated to what these double moves look like. But if he's going to, give you 14 pass deflections in his rookie campaign and 11 in the sophomore campaign, that's a cool little trade-off, man. We ain't doing nothing else. Our guy Kyle Yeomans gave us a look at Anthony Barr in pads. Now, Mike McCarthy was saying that, we're going to work Anthony Barr in slow, that we're just going to, slowly but surely get him acclimated. He's going to practice Wednesdays today. Say that 5 times fast. We're going to be, putting him in some individuals. He may do something here or there. And this is him an individual right now. He's moving around. He's getting acclimated. He's getting his feet wet. But then I saw Anthony Brown. I didn't see any video of it, but we saw David Hellman tweet that Anthony Brown was taking part in 7-on-7. So I guess we're ramping Anthony Brown's ass up. Pardon me, Anthony Barr. I hope I ain't been saying Anthony Brown this whole time. That's another problem we're gonna have this year. Anthony Barr. We've been linebacker Anthony Barr, number 51. We've been ramping him up or whatever. So Will Steele, I don't think we're gonna see him in any preseason action. I think the reps that he's getting now are gonna be all the reps that he's gonna be getting in terms of like versus other teams or whatnot. Just like, so what do you think Barr's action is going to look like in the first game versus Tampa Bay? You think Barr is going to be a dude that's going to get a lot of reps, maybe?
Man, if he was here earlier, like I wanted, I think he could play more than LVE because I keep going back to last year against Tom Brady. LVE played 14 snaps because this is not a team that's going to run the ball a lot. It's a team that's going to dump off, get 5 guys out in a route, and Anthony Barr is a better cover guy than LVE. He's a more versatile guy. He can rush the passer, or he can cover, or he can just play true linebacker. So I don't know now because he came in a little late in camp, and now he hasn't really played a full. I don't know if he's doing it today. I have no idea, but he hasn't really had a real scrimmage, a real 11-on-11. So he's not going to play this week. So I don't really have a good idea on that just yet. Maybe next week when we get to, when they come back to Frisco, I have a better idea.
Let me tell you how much Will Steele just influences me, right? Let me just Will Steele, put yourself on the screen, man. I got to see you, man. I want them to see you when I say this to your face, sir. Just give you all this respect, sir. Let me just tell you something Will Steele does, right? I always talk about being competitive with your peers and respecting your peers to make yourself better. Let me tell you a small hold on. Just a small, where my button at? Wait, a small nuanced thing that Will Steele got me doing, right? This microphone is the best microphone I've ever had in my life. The best one, right? So yesterday I caught myself watching the playback, right? Logan, Brum, all those guys at the volume. This is what we doing to make your show the best, right? I caught myself yesterday doing this. I'm like, this microphone too good to be doing that. But every time I see Will, he just reach over and press his button before he drink. I just see him reach over, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, So now, while Will was talking, I went.
There you go. Hey, little things, man. You know how we are, man. We are obsessive about the small details to make us great. Just wish the Cowboys that way. But we are obsessive with those things. But salute to you.
I just wanted to give you flowers on that, man. You just and look, you ain't tell me like you ain't like you'll just let the show go on and you'll mute yourself. Voch, we can hear all that raggedy ass ice shaking in the microphone.
They don't hear me saying it, but you hear it.
They don't hear you saying it, but you'll tell me, and I'll be like, yeah, man, the Cowboy and the Cowboy.
10-4, you're right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So just the small nuances and the small nuances that Will Steele got me on, man. Appreciate you for making this show better. Let's keep this shit rolling, man. We ain't doing nothing else. Let's get into this next update. Pat Walker and Neville Gallimore, Will Steele. Let's get into
I was waiting for you to get to that, I'll be honest with you.
Let's do this, man. Hey, man, y'all want to hype up Jordan Davis and all this, cuz? Y'all want to hype up Jordan Davis? Hold up, cuz. Hold up, dog. Hold up, bro. Hold up, dog. Hold up, dog. Hey, man. Oh, my bad. Hold up, bro. Hold on. Let me just get. I'm sorry. Now, Master William, go ahead and hit your mute button for you drink your water, bro. It's cool.
Go ahead, I got you.
Now, bro, peek this out, man. We saw Neville do this in game versus the Washington Football Wizards last year. Picked up a center, dropped it right on top of the quarterback, and we went, oof, oof. You know what I'm saying? It was violence. It was nasty. It was disgusting. Look at Neville Gallimore.
Man, I'm trying really not to get too excited about Nev.
If we gonna win the SB word, it's gonna be because of shit like this, Will. Still, that's what I'm saying. Defense. I don't want to get carried away. But, people love to say, hey, Voch, when are we going to do it against other competition, Voch? When are we going to do it against the team we respect? You may not respect the Wizards, but you respect the Chargers. Will, this is another thing I be trying to tell people too, Will. I try to tell people there's no team with 5 Pro Bowlers at offensive line. There's no team.
Right.
So even if you go, well, Voch, what happens when Dante Fowler goes against an elite left tackle. He gets erased out the game. Okay, cool. Let's play a good old game of Find the Scrub. For those of you that have been tuning to my show for a long time, y'all know about my favorite game, whether it be on offense or defense. We find the scrub and we exploit the scrub. Okay, so you can have a great left tackler, Rashawn Slater. You draft Zion Johnson, put him at one of the guards if you want. You may get another dude to come in and play guard, but if your center trash and Neville Gallimore over your center, that's what could happen to you. Oh, well, if you got a good center and that's not gonna happen to Neville Gallimore, it's all right, cool. But your right guard he ain't good. Your right guard not spiffy. All right, give me some Oso Digizua smoking your right guard. Then that's what I'm saying when I say, every team's not going to be, every offensive line is not going to be perfect. I know in the doom and gloom Cowboy fan mind, there's going to be the perfect offensive lines. We're not going to be able to get pressure on anybody. We're not going to be able to whoop anybody. Every offensive line has an impediment somewhere, and I feel so good about our defensive line. Well, still, let me tell you something I was incredibly happy about. I was
just about to say that, Professor Earl. We call that mouse in the house.
It's a basketball term.
Go ahead.
I don't even know what that means. Pete, this how I got my hotline blinked, right? Got a little update from Bleacher Report, right? The Jaguars released defensive tackle Malcolm Brown. And I think this was the first time in defensive tackle getting release history that no Cowboy fan cared about it. Nobody gave a shit about Malcolm Brown getting kicked off or just cut from the Jet. Nobody cared because we got dudes, Will. We got dudes. Now, if this wasn't a Ndamukong Suh situation or something like that, cool. You'll move on from Ridgeway to having Ndamukong Suh. That makes sense, right? You just gotta do what you gotta do for the greater good, right? But just them regular dudes, like if you running Jeremy Mincy and Joey Ivy, you would push somebody off a bridge for a Malcolm Brown. You see what I'm saying? Who said something in the chat box?
My man, this ain't the chat box. Hey, Quentin Bohanna. So let me pull this. I'm sorry if I'm starting some violence here, but I got to show you this.
We gonna get a live reaction, man. Let me go ahead and get my live reaction.
We gonna get a live reaction
as we're talking about D lineman here, dominant D line here. Shouts out to you, Will. Still, we even got like another tweet from David Hellman, right? He was saying, "Hey, I don't want to overreact here. I don't want to set off the Bohanna hive, but the Quentin Bohanna has been killing it at one tech or whatever, right? So you just add another dude to the Will still a smile. I can't wait to see what's going on.
Oh, Q said, what the fuck? Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever. It's your show. You don't care about that. So you know that David Hellman said, I'm surprised, I don't want to make too much out of it that Quentin Bohanna is in the rotation at one tech and he's starting, right? And Q said, the fuck you think I'm a scrub? I love it. Yeah.
We're gonna retweet that. Hey, but look, that's the attitude you need, though.
Yes, sir.
Will, aren't them the dudes you want on your team? On your defense in particular. Aren't them the dudes?
Yes.
Them the dudes you want. Like, bro, like what you think I'm doing this for nothing?
And see, this is what's weird about what he said. Like, Voch, we acknowledged that Quentin Bohanna has been having a good camp and carried it over to the game, right? And what have we been saying the last couple of days? Hey, certain guys have outplayed their depth chart position, so they need to get more reps. It happened, and I mean, shout out to my guy Dave. Dave kind of tweeted it in the sense of, "Oh, this is a shock," but to me, it's not. When you've been playing that well, you earn those reps. So, but damn, that was savage.
That was hilarious, man. Shouts out to Quentin Bohanna. But that just goes into more and more of the point, man. The more of these guys that you have that can do things for you, and so I remember when the Giants, when they won their Super Bowl or whatever, right? Actually, both of them, they didn't win on the back of Eli Manning throwing the ball to whoever he was throwing the ball to. They had waves of pass rushers. So even when, like Strahan and them came off the field and all these other guys, like, they had like what's his name? Will Steele?
Kiwanuka.
They had a dude named Kiwanuka. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Human Yora, they had waves of dudes just coming off the field, Will Steele. So in my mind, if Micah and D-Law not rushing for you, Basham ain't make the goddamn team. Well, but Fowler,
Basham is balling. Yeah, another pick.
And that's another conversation that we got to have. Will Steele, this is bad. And look, this isn't like, oh, well, Voch is just practice. We just can't give Basham his credit for practice interceptions. But these practices, they're like real game practices versus like actual application, like what a preseason game would look like. So in real life action, goddamn, Terrell Basham got 2 interceptions in 2 practices, bro.
And
that's worth talking.
And tackle for loss in the game, and has been having a good camp.
How do you cut these guys, Will? Dante Fowler's around, Dorrance Armstrong's around. How do you cut these guys? And look, let me just be clear with this, because I think we got like 1,000 people watching live. Let me just make sure.
Indeed.
To make sure I'm not bullshit. Yeah, we got about 1,000 people watching live, man. Let me just show y'all some love. Appreciate y'all. But Will, like, it's gonna be hard to cut these dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just to be fair, I'm not saying that Dante Fowler and Terrell Basham are the reasons that you have a, let's just say, Super Bowl type defense. Is that fair, Will? Still a Super Bowl type defense? Is that fair to say?
I mean, if you're going to win the Super Bowl, you have to have that, right? Sure. So it's hard to say that word because it is what it is. But you have a top tier defense.
So I'm not saying that Basham and Fowler are the reason that you have that. Parsons and Lawrence are the reason you have that, right? But besides them dudes and Diggs and them, right? I'm just right. Sure, Diggs, but I'm just saying like pass rushers right now, right? Even if it's a situation where, all right, we've got to account for Parsons and Lawrence, right? You still don't want to be in a situation where, all right, besides them dudes, we suck, we trash. That ain't what you want. Exactly. We've been there. When our best pass rushers come off the field, we go to doo-doo. You understand what I'm saying?
Sean Lee.
Jeremy Mincey was once our best pass rusher. And he came off the field, and Joker Felkovich came out there, and we got no pressure on nobody. Bro. I feel so comfortable in a situation right now to where it's just a wave of guys. Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler is a good pass rush group for you, a good second wave pass rush group for you. We don't even know if Sam Williams going to be on the game day roster. That's how deep your D-line group is. That's important here. Yeah, that's important here. And you know, I'm Homer optimistic Cowboys. Whatever y'all, hey, if y'all, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. If that's what y'all got to say, y'all call me Homer Cowboy guy, whatever. But I honestly feel like that's what you need, Will. It's gonna be on the backs of these dudes. Will, pull up the D-Law clip. Pat Walker tweeted out another D-Law just choosing violence also, right? Yeah. But Voch, that Chargers tackle suck. He can't do it against Rashawn Slater. Fine. Let Parsons do shit against Rashawn Slater. We're going to find the matchup. Find the scrub. When you got numbers like this, when you got 12 dudes on your roster, 12 defensive linemen on your roster that can make, look at D-Law, sir. When you got 12 D linemen on your roster that can make noise like this, fuck Amari Cooper in your offense, dog. Just run the ball, score a little bit, be led by your defense. That's how I feel, Will. Now, and you probably have to keep me in line on that. You probably have to bring my fandom down a little bit.
I mean, because at the end of the day, you're going to need your quarterback in your passing game to win you the Super Bowl. I love what Coach said, and you even said the same thing, right? Like, what do you say? Defenses can get you to the Super Bowl. The quarterback's going to win it. And we had a field day with that.
I think we got one of them dudes, Will. Still, yeah. I've seen defenses carry dudes like I've seen Jared Goff get carried to a Super Bowl by a defense. I've seen Jimmy Garoppolo get carried to a Super Bowl almost twice by a defense. Tom Brady at this point in his career, like when Tom won his last Super Bowl, he wasn't first 3 Super Bowl Tom Brady's. He was a shell of himself, but run game and defense won him that game. Defense shutting down Pat Mahomes won them that Super Bowl, Will Still. And sure, we can debate, whatever, sure. But I feel like
I'm making a face because we got an injury update. Jordan Lewis tweaked his hamstring, so that's why.
Damn. Okay. Cool. We'll let me write that down. We'll get into that second. But like I was saying though, Jared Goff and guys like Jimmy Garoppolo can get carried to a Super Bowl. We have a Dak Prescott. Right? We have a Dak Prescott that's infinitely better than those type of guys. All you need is a defense like that can get you there. Then once we're there, run game, Dak and defense that got us here. Let's see what we can do here. That's why I'm optimistic about what we can do, you know, once we get there, Will. Still, I know that, you know, people want to feel better about the wide receiver situation, about the swing tackle situation, coaching and all that. But once you get to the tournament, the bets is off. You in there. Now let's see what happens when you get there. And I just believe in the hot team theory. So you say Jordan Lewis tweaked his hamstring?
Better be hot. Yeah, Jordan Lewis tweaked his hamstring apparently per Michael Gelkin. So, Boss Man Fat, you up next. Ron Bland, you up next. Nashawn Wright, it's the battle. Now, actually, Wright's not going to slide inside, but Wright, if he plays well on the outside, then they'll move AB inside. Hey, here we go.
Also, too, though, Will, luckily for us, it is August 17th. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got a whole 3 weeks, you know what I mean? And it's just a hamstring, right? You know, and hamstrings come back in, 2 to 4 weeks or something like that?
Well, we don't know how severe it is.
Yeah, we don't know how severe of a hamstring it is. Yeah, but, when I hear hamstring, it ain't like I ain't gonna say them 3 letters or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, but a hamstring, you can deal with that. That's manageable or whatever. Let's show the John Machota, Micah Parsons versus the running back, because I got some damn football talk to get out of my chest with that.
Wait, Micah Parsons versus the running back?
Yep, not the Micah Parsons chasing Justin Herbert. We gonna get that one too, but the Micah Parsons and
now
versus the back there. Go ahead.
That is the NFL Network one. So, but I'll run.
Oh, so that's
I don't know.
So it's gonna be a little.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
we gonna know today. I just put it up there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, you talking about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take off NFL Network. Take off the goddamn logo. It should just scroll up. It just show half the top of it. It just show the top of Justin Herbert head, and
then of course John Machota gonna tag it. But
yeah, you know what? Just go ahead and take off the screen with it. We don't want to.
You got the point. You got the point. They saw it.
You get the point. What I wanted to say about this though is I talked about this the other day, Will, or maybe like a month or so ago. Shouts out to all 1,200 people in here watching right now. We talked about this the other day, that Micah Parsons is going to be this type of matchup problem for you, right? When Micah is lined up on the other side of your offense, you have to declare what he's going to be. You have to declare him a big, or you got to, or you have to say, okay, well, he's a linebacker, so we're going to look at him as a small. I don't think you're ever going to be in a situation where you can just confidently declare Micah Parsons a small, because if he's a small, then your linebacker is going to be accounted for him. Maybe a quarterback read is going to be accounted for him. You can't just neutralize Micah Parsons off of a quarterback quick read, because Micah Parsons cover ground too quickly. And you can't just say, all right, running back, go deal with Micah Parsons. Even if you just get in Micah's face for a little bit, just to just to kind of slow him. That don't happen. That doesn't happen.
It's like trying to block it's like asking a running back to block an elite defensive end one-on-one. You would never do that. It's the beauty of Micah.
Yep. So, but even with the scheme of things or whatever, because some offenses just technically, like if you just put Micah as a B gap backer, 20 back or something like that, you can't, in good conscience, put a big on that guy, because you have Oso Digizua in the next gap over from him. You see what I'm saying? So you may be in a situation where, okay, well, how the Cowboys are lined up. You know how sometimes we'll just use your imagination. Everybody in the chat box also, they'll have this D line set, and I've covered this on my page also. They'll have an end, and they'll leave all these gaps open. Then the other side of the center, it'll be like a 1-tech, 3-tech end. That's to isolate your one-on-one block. So if you got 3 down linemen, 3 offensive linemen, and you got a running back behind that, you've got to go 1-2-3-4 for 1-2-3-4. You just can't slide another guard over, you know what I'm saying? Because then that leaves your backside wide open. So Dan Quinn has many times this season, right? Y'all can watch my Micah sack video, the different places where Micah got sacks from. Dan Quinn can isolate you in a way to where you're forced to block Micah Parsons with a linebacker. And out of Micah Parsons' 14 sacks, 6 of them were versus, people thinking that it was a good idea to block Micah Parsons with a running back. You know what I mean? So I know there's some Cowboy fans like, but Voch, he only got a sack because the running back tried to block him.
What?
Well, shit, but I see it all the time, Will, still. I see it all the time. Voch, well, that's just because the running back tried to stop him. That's one of Dan Quinn's spades, sir. That's one of Dan Quinn's spades, sir. So you can sit up here and pretend like that's not something that can happen in the regular game, because if you watch my film session, the shit happened 5 times. So good luck to you. What else we got? And show him chasing Justin Herbert, Will, still. And that'll probably be the last one that we got before we get into the phones. We got 2 on the phones now. If y'all want to call in, get in now. Cause
No,
once
you
we
need,
shut the phone,
you gotta. This ain't the angle. I'll find the angle you really want to see with him chasing. I'll try to find it. You
give
get the
me
phone.
the angle. I think it's a Dave Hellman tweet, I believe.
Yeah, it
I
is
believe
Dave's.
so.
It's Dave's tweet because that boy just made LVE once again look like he has cinder blocks on his feet.
Okay, I found it. I'm about to send it to your
Oh, I got it.
D. Okay, cool. You got it. All right,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
I'm on Dave's dip.
So look, I just talked about this though, right? Because look, Will, all this shit comes full circle. Watch the Micah video; it's informative. So Micah Parsons got sacks from dealing with running backs or whatever. You probably shouldn't do that. But Micah Parsons got another bulk of his sacks from quarterbacks thinking they just run away from him, and Micah Parsons chasing guys down, right? And that's another part of his
Jesus,
clutch thing, I guess, that he could do. Like we saw guys like Derek Carr try to run from him. We saw guys like Pat Mahomes try to run from him. So if you're Justin Herbert, and think about some of the quarterbacks that we play against this year that cannot run around. You know what I mean? Like the Tom Brady's, like Joe Burrow's not going to run around anywhere. Matt Stafford can boogie, but he's not going to run anywhere. Jared Goff's not going to run anywhere. So just think about those dudes to where. And look, I always give credit to Will Steele. Last year versus Tampa Bay, Micah Parsons dropped back, 29 times, Will Steele?
29 times.
29 times Micah Parsons dropped back in coverage last year versus the Bucs. His ass is going to be dropping forward this year and chasing around. Boy, we're going to put pressure on Tom Brady. There's no other reason not to, man. And Justin Herbert is an athlete. Right, Justin Herbert is one of those athletic quarterbacks that he gets busy with his legs. And I know this because I was fantasy football champion because of it. But just Micah Parsons covering that much ground on a dude that can run that quickly. That's another weapon for us, bro. That is another weapon for us, man. Like I said, man, this dude just raises your ceiling and he just makes it all better for you. I think that's all.
Jetpack on this dude's back. This is crazy.
I would have loved to see, like Micah, do some one-on-ones with some of those running backs over there because I know they got a couple running backs that run routes and catch the ball, things like that. So if Michael,
Dave said he was running stride for stride with Mike Williams down the field.
Of course he did. Of course he is. Of course, Mike is amazing. Of course he's the best in the business. Why wouldn't he be? If y'all want to call into the show, the number is
202-926-1127. Access code 309104.
It's going to be on the screen in a little bit, man. We're going to give y'all an opportunity to tap in with the show and all that good stuff. But overall, Will, we're not there, so there's only so much we can say. But, just based on some of the work that we've seen, I like this idea, man. I love the work. I love the work that they put in, and I love the fact that they're working against another, first team unit that's like talented, like a talented first team defense and a talented first team offense, man. Yeah. So it's better, good work by the.
It's better than preseason games to me because you're not going to run out all your first team guys where they're doing so in this camp. So yeah, is it perfect and clean? No, but it's competitive, and that's what you want. You're not hearing about these guys getting pushed around like you did last week.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a tad bit ungrateful too, man. I actually want to see an isolated one-on-one O-line versus D-line. Look, you know me, man. I just want to see the big boys go at it and, compete and stuff. But we can't get everything we want, Will Steele. All right, so the phones are open. It is 3:53. Damn, Will Steele. It's 3:53, boy. Time is flying when you're having a good time, isn't it?
Indeed.
We do phones for about 15 minutes, something like that. Get in and get out. Chat. Well, shit, phones. We gonna get to y'all. It's three. I know, right? It's three of y'all. Let's get some of y'all's reactions. Now, mind you, we over here on the volume, man. So just this new rule that we got about the phones, we don't want to take up too much time on the phones. You know what I mean? Consider that this show is only an hour, or at least we go off around 4:15, 4:30, or whatever. Plus we got others on the phones. Plus we got to get chat box in. We got a lot of things to do today. So come on in, make your point. Me and Will doing all right. Let's hear from y'all. We got Tyson West Coast here. I think Tyson is actually at Cowboys versus Chargers camp. So what up, Tyson?
What's up with you, my boy? Hey, it's West Coast Cowboy, man. Mr. Run the Damn Ball. Real quick, man. You guys put on great content all the time, man. Today, Micah Parsons. I don't like talking about Micah Parsons because I feel like when you talk about him, when you lock your eyes on him, you just stop looking at everything else. But I will say this, man. In a four-play series, Micah Parsons had 3 sacks, and on the 4th sack, Justin Herbert very angrily threw the ball into the ground. And I mean, like, there was nothing that they could do. There was nothing. We was right in front of it. Like, there was absolutely nothing that they could do. My boy number 25 had a better practice. Bland had a solid practice today. Also, who else? Anthony Brown was solid today. I think that was I'm trying to be quick because I know you got a bunch of people on there. Offensively, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a moment in the practice where a Charger fan asked me. He said flat out, he said, "Man, is it you guys? Is it your offensive line or is it our defensive line?" Because there was moments where you could see the frustration on with Dak and things like that. There was a lot of him running and trying to get away and things like that. So. I definitely think the Cowboys need to do something for that tackle position, man. I think that is the biggest issue that the Cowboys have right now is that tackle position.
So was it?
Other than that,
so was it?
Other than that, it was a good practice.
So was it Josh getting whooped or was it Tyron getting whooped?
I saw Tyron lose one.
It was both on Tyron Ball. I'm gonna be honest with you. Terrence Steele, he still has his moments of greatness. I like T. Steele, and I'm a big T. Steele fan. But the only thing I will say about T. Steele is his delta is so, like, he's either great or he's getting beat. And he needs to find a healthy medium because it's hard to be like that on 70, 60 plays in an NFL game. So I think he just needs to find a healthy medium where he can be at. But, I mean, the main two pressures where I saw was on that side where Tyron's typically at, and then also where that guard, where Tyler Smith and on that side. That's where you seeing the most problems are.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Well, well, shit. Tyson, can you hear Will still right now?
Check.
Will still give him a
Tyson.
Yes. Hey, your boy, 51 practice.
Anthony Barr.
He did, and I'm gonna tell you, Chargers are so gangster. You're gonna see a play of Barr getting beat, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it was the very first play of him being a Dallas Cowboy. We all stood up and clapped for him. The first play they went after him, and it was a wheel route, and they scored.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna just let you guys know that the premise of that right now.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Will still.
Can you hear me, Tyson? It's cool. He can't.
Oh, all right, then. Guess can't hear you then. All right, then. Cool. Hey, yo, Tyson, appreciate you for the updates, man. Plug your Facebook and your YouTube and tell the people where to find you at.
West Coast Cowboy, anywhere West Coast Cowboy, West Coast Cowboy. Voch, I appreciate you, man. I never have time to look at film the way, like when the draft time, Voch, you were my 100% cheat code. And, anybody who's doing content, they are lying if they say they don't use your content in the off season. It's just too good not to use it. You feel me? So I appreciate everything you do to the content. And Will Steele, you already know you're a beast.
Appreciate you, fam. That's what it's made for. Salute, my guy. That's Tyson West Coast. Y'all check him out on all of his platforms. I think he may have heard you, Will. Maybe he just didn't. Maybe wasn't listening or something. Let's try this again. Time out, JR. We'll still try JR now.
JR, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Nothing.
All right, cool. I guess we'll work on it then. All right, JR, what's good with you, sir?
What did I tell y'all yesterday?
Hey, look,
we don't even know.
Well, I guess it's not time for my intro yet. No, I cannot hear. I can't hear Will still. What's good with you, JR?
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on dad duty, so I'm trying to be quick. You know what I'm talking about?
Please.
But all I'm gonna tell you is, yesterday I said it. I felt it deep in my spirit. My hey, what's up, Jalen Hurts? You know what I'm saying? My baby principal look like Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? But I told y'all, Deron Bland,
okay,
cornerback number 3. Y'all, I don't need to say nothing else.
He's not even number 3.
I don't need to say nothing else.
He's
number 30.
Already happened. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm late and I'm behind on daycare. Somebody loan me $5. I love you, Box. I love you, Scott. Y'all cool, baby.
Appreciate you, JR. Hey, listen, man. JR just want to come through, drop off some energy, and leave, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We got Coach Marv. He dropped a deuce in the super chat. Says Jordan Lewis, this isn't the time to get hurt with Bland. if Jordan Lewis gets hurt and Deron Bland comes out and give you another one,
this is
we'll
why I
see.
want to be out there, man. I want to see how.
So I can, yes.
How did
Yeah.
Kelvin respond? Because I mean, at the end of the day, he's still CB4. Well, might be 3 now. CB4, right? Like, I don't think they're going to jump Bland right away. I think Bland has to put together, multiple games or something. So I want to see, how did Kelvin Joseph respond? We're not hearing nothing,
Sure. None at all. All right, we're going to get y'all on the phone. Don't forget that, this ain't clock game, but don't hold us all day. Uncle Charlie, what's good with you?
What's up, y'all? I know I got to be very quick. Rules are the rules. Let me just say this.
Yes, sir.
Let me say this. If you and Skywalker will agree with this. The difference between the teams we have today over the last 27 years, the difference is that them teams back in the Dallas Cowboys, when they won the Super Bowl with Miami, when they won the Super Bowl with Denver, when they won the Super Bowl with the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers, the difference is that those teams was coached very well, and they was disciplined. You couldn't do what you do, Voch. Skywalker, you couldn't do what you do if you wasn't disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you take your show to another level. Now, let me explain something to you real quick. Say what you want to say, but it takes a long time. A child has to develop from being a child to a young adult to an adult and to an elder. That takes time. And now you're going to tell me that Dak, if you want Dak to succeed, you're going to tell me that you're going to get him to be cohesive with rookie receivers. Well, I don't believe it. But you keep on going what you're going. You keep on doing what you're doing. Now, they seen Antonio Brown up in Las Vegas, and the lady interviewed him. She said, "Antonio, how you doing?" He said, "I'm up in the clouds." Now that we established your answer, now that we established that you're crazy and you 2 slices short of a loaf, we're going to ask you another question. We will work with you. Then we looked at what he had on. It's 100 degrees outside, and you got some leg warmers on? Bruh, really? This is what you talking about, bruh? So this is my closing, and this is my closing right now. We are blind. We cannot be blind to the fact of what's going on the field. I hope we get better, but we can't be blind, Voch. We can't be blind like a blind date.
Sure.
That's what a blind date is. Blind. And then you show up at the door, and he comes to the door look like Bart Simpson. Now sticking off her head like an entire steak piece. And then you say, "I got the wrong address." No, you don't. Why? Because I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. And this is what I'm saying. We need to clean these penalties up. We need to go get a veteran receiver and another swing tackle. Do whatever you want to do, but you know the truth, Voch. You know the truth, Skywalker. Y'all know the truth. You're too smart, too brilliant not to know the truth. And I appreciate y'all, and I love you.
Charlie, this call was perfect on all levels. All your calls. Look, that's how you're supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive. Appreciate you, Uncle Charlie. We love you to pieces. We wouldn't have the show without you, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Charlie said he looked like two slices away from being a loaf. I ain't never heard that before. And I'm from Mississippi. I'm an old character from Mississippi that hung out with all old people. I've never heard 2 slices less than a loaf before.
Yeah, he always hit me with some down south stuff.
Oh man, shouts out to Charlie. But he was basically saying, man, we heard a lot of people say this, man. Hey, we just can't expect Dak to just roll out there with just these young boys. Just hope everything's gonna magically be fine. But I don't think AB is the solution either, though. I don't think AB is gonna.
Dog, I ain't trying to deal with that.
But if I could say anything, your seniority is gonna come from CeeDee Lamb, Noah Brown, and Gallup when he comes back. And Semi's not a rookie. Semi's a young player, but Semi looked good in camp. He's a second-year player.
Seniority comes from a 3rd-year player.
Fair enough.
That hasn't been put in this situation yet. Oof.
It's fair. It's fair, Will. That's the dice we roll in the bathroom, sir. Yeah. But great point by you. Great call by Uncle Charlie. Let's
The conference has been locked.
We got 3 calls. We're gonna get to y'all. Dontrell up next. 210 on deck. 469 in the hole. Let's boogie. Dontrell, what's up?
Voch, Scott, was good.
Cooling player. Go ahead.
All right, so check this out. I'll be seeing the same arguments. People making the same points on Twitter. I guess they get them from ESPN. But so I actually took some time to sit down and see if it was something, this was real or this was just something people was repeating. And everybody talk about the receivers and it's, we don't have the great wide receiving core no more. Cool, but this makes it sound like we just rolling out here with the JUCO team. Like it's nothing, right? I look back at that 2018.
Nobody on the team except CD has a
people
touchdown.
make that point, oh, it's 2018. Now, I would make the argument that this wide receiving core compares very closely to the post-Cooper 2018 wide receiving core.
Pre-Cooper?
If I break it down,
Go
C's your number one. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Number one. Cool.
Gallup.
After Coop, you had a rookie, Michael Gallup. Okay, cool. You had Cole Beasley. Okay, cool. Harris Williams caught 2 passes the whole year.
Right.
All right, cool. I mean, you had Coop and a bunch of guys. I mean, so hey, you got Lamb, and I would argue a bunch of guys.
Nah, because you can't hear me.
I would argue that that's better than what Coop rolled out there with.
Dontrell, Skywalker still not feeling it, Dontrell. Sky is not feeling it, sir.
He ain't feeling it.
You don't like it. This is a very unproven group, though, Dontrell. Why don't you say that the
Can you press the cap button?
Shit, I got them. I just gotta come over here to this button and shit. Oh, it wasn't turned up.
Stop the cap.
I got you, bro. Go ahead.
You're good. Now we good.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'm just saying, to me, when you look at that 2018 core and this one, they match up.
Ain't not a dude on this. Go, my bad. It's your show. I'm sorry.
And that ain't the same. That
I gotta see if I can make it.
So I mean, hey, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to rock, Voch. That's me. Let's go.
Hold up, time out.
13 and 4.
Hold on.
13 and 4. Let's go.
Time out, Dontrell. I'm about to press 2 buttons, and I want Will Steele to give me 2 mic checks because I got to hear him fuss at you one time. Let's see something. Will Steele, can I get a mic check?
Mic check.
Dontrell, can you hear him? All right, Dontrell can't hear nobody. One more, Will Steele, please.
Mic check.
Dontrell, can you hear Will Steele?
I can hear Will. Will, what's up?
Smoke his ass, Will. Get his ass.
No, I'm not going. I'm not. I'm just curious. I'm just real.
He can hear you now. Get his ass. He can hear you now. Get him.
Did you? I'm just curious, Dontrell. Like, are we ignoring Cole Beasley on that team? Like, who? There's nobody on this roster outside of CD Lamb that's better than Cole Beasley right now. And Michael Gallup's not playing for the first month. So we're seriously going to say a team of wide receivers that the only guy with the touchdown reception outside of CD Lamb won't suit up for the first, 3 or 4 games? You're telling me that's comparable to post Amari Cooper in 2018, where you had guys like Allen Hurns who had a Pro Bowl year. It's Allen Hurns. I get it. Whatever. Cole Beasley's a slot demon. You know what I'm saying? You had Amari Cooper, who was Amari Cooper. I don't even know if it's arguable. How can we say that wide receiving group is not right now, August 17th, better? Unless you're just like, I'm projecting, I'm just living off of hopium. And if that's the case, I'll let you be great. Hello?
Can I ask you one thing, Scott?
Okay.
One thing.
Yeah.
Is this the same Cole Beasley that we had to trade someone to go in front of him on a depth chart for?
Is it the same Cole Beasley we had to trade? Is that what you said?
No, the same Cole Beasley that we had to trade to get a number 1 in front of him for because he needed to.
Cole
be
Beasley's not a number 1. He's a slot receiver.
Get his ass.
Yeah, he's a good slot receiver. Absolutely.
Exactly. Who's your good slot receiver right now? There's not a proven one. Your proven slot receiver is CD Lamb, who also needs to be your X, who also needs to be your Y, who also needs to be everything. I'm just kind of curious. Is this hopium? Is this kind of just your fandom saying, "Hey man, I believe in my guys," as opposed to actual facts? Because the facts of the matter is, Allen Hurns was a 1,000-yard receiver. Cole Beasley was a stud slot wide receiver. They didn't have a number 1 guy, and they went out and got that number 1 guy. And what happened? It all kind of came together. But I digress.
Skywalker still alive here on the volume. Go ahead. Who is it? Dontrell. They're gonna fire me. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, look, man, I ain't trying to get y'all boys in trouble. Man.
No,
it's my
trouble.
Ain't shit happening here. Shit.
We debating.
We debating. We
That's
talking. We ain't doing nothing else.
Kyle Herbert, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, Colin.
I do. We smoke Kyle. We smoke Kyle on this network. Right.
I definitely get where Scott's coming from. I'm not trying to act like it's sunshine and rainbows, but I'm just saying from what we've seen, what we've heard in training camp, what we've seen,
Stop the cap.
I just don't say it's far-fetched to say that we can ask for that same production. What with a better defense and a better quarterback? That's what I'm running with.
All right, Dontrell, we appreciate the call, man. We appreciate you coming in and, you know what I'm saying, letting Will put hands all over you like that. Hey, man, we love you to pieces, man.
Dontrell, I love you, dog. Appreciate you.
Will, can you hear me?
I got you, bro. I think I can hear you. Can I hear? Can you hear me? I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all just debated
Hey,
for 5
Will,
minutes.
man, I don't know if you remember, man. I ran into you last year at the Star one night in a high school playoff game. Me and you hollered about that internship with Derek Eagleton.
Was this? I think I remember you, brother. I think Philip Tanner was there at that same time. So I think I remember you. We were walking back to the car, right?
Yeah, that night.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yes, sir. Caught you with.
Yeah.
You know who you was with. I ain't about to. You know who you was with. Yeah.
I was with my lady. Hold on. Time out. I was with Michelle. I was with you.
Don't just say,
I don't know
just
what
say
he's
that.
talking about. Hey, you got to go, Dutch. Get the
I'll holler at you now. Get your body here. Appreciate it.
Oh. Get out of here.
Listen.
What's that?
I don't know what he talking about. I just wish he was honest up front because I don't want to get off the stream and have problems at home.
Come on, fam.
I was with you. Who was you with? I was with you.
He was like, you know who you was with. Huh? I was with my girl, dog. What you talking about?
I was with some Asian chick named you. No, I was with you. I was with you.
It's with you. Dontrell, what's your number, dog? Call back. Describe her, please.
I just got this house. I just got this job. I can't afford for half to be taken away.
Oh shoot, yo.
Voch, let's end the show, please, before anything else happens.
What's wrong with the? Hey man, I'm done.
All right, y'all. We go to the next call.
We got more.
Will Steele.
Lord Jesus.
Will Steele, you remember the Asian chick and Hispanic chick you was with? No, it's a lot. No.
Yo. What's going on in these streets, man?
Hey, yo, chat. You can't miss days here. Shouts out to E2 Blue in the chat. Just saw your name over there, bro. Appreciate you for tuning in. Y'all go sub them on YouTube. Hey, listen. Everybody listening right now, you're not allowed to miss days, right? You can't just, see us in the algorithm. You can't see us on your recommended pages and your sub feed and be like, yeah, I think I'll just skip this episode today. You can't. Somebody say Big Pimp in the Sky.
No.
No. Oh, boy.
No words. This is crazy.
Hey, cuz, Shelly go see you at the door. She'll be twirling the house keys like, so, who you was with?
Who'd you with?
With a glass of wine, twirling house keys. So,
yo, if I open this damn door and my clothes is down here, what's his name? Damon? That wasn't Damon. I don't know who that was.
Dontrell.
Dontrell, you got some splaining to do, Dontrell.
God damn, you gonna hit an ether beat out of nowhere? Just
you know what? I'm gonna just stop smoking people in debates, man. You right. You right. I'm gonna just keep it moving.
He was just hating. He was hating because I said that Cole Beasley was trash. All right, moving on. We got 2 more callers. Then we're gonna get to the chat box. Then we're gonna get up out of here. So 210 up next. 469 on deck, and chat box in the hole. Before we get to y'all, I know we got a super somewhere. Hold on. Is it on the volume side? No, let's go to the volume side. God damn, that's funny. Hey, look, chat box got fast, Will Steele. When he said that, you was like, hey, whoa. The chat started moving. I swear to God,
one day I'm gonna be at. Hey, Voch, you got some room, dog. The chat done got me. Can I come sleep over?
Yeah, so
yeah. Sam,
I had to get out of my house. I'm still paying rent there, but I had to leave. She took the dog. She took the dog.
Shout out to my guy King Element. King Element, he right. He said I was with Sky that day. I'm just telling you.
Shouts out to King Element, man.
Watching a master.
King Element a real one, bro. hey, yo, Scott, thanks for helping me move that day.
Right.
Thanks for saving my, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for saving my pup out that tree that one day you did that they talk about. Jay Jones dropped a 5 in the super chat, says, will Skywalker youth pastor Steele? Will Skywalker youth pastor Steele? You
Some
okay,
bullshit.
bro? No dry snitching allowed. Lean forward. Listen, it ain't dry snitching because nothing happened. Nothing happened. And JT, I think Tyrell Williams is worth a veteran contract. Indubitably.
Oh shit, this is great. Chris Perez, Sky gonna start talking like Jerry. Well, what happened?
It was me and you at the Star, and
I'm in tears.
oh no. God damn, boy. You just never know where these segments gonna come from, man. You just never know.
Thank you, L. Levon. I don't know if I'm saying that right. E. Levon 84. This is $5 for the Airbnb for the night. Help down. Help in distress.
God damn.
All right, we done took this too long. I apologize.
This is a small token for Sky's Airbnb for the night. If you missed tomorrow's show, we understand. Bro, why a pimp named Skywalker? Sir, I got to read comments for a second. Hold up, time out. E2 Blue said, what had happened was, and listen, if y'all watch this on the replay, man, please just pull up the chat, man. And if the chat hasn't loaded up, just wait a minute, man. Let YouTube load the chat up for a second, man. Just please, bro. The chat is a huge part of the show, man. A huge part of the show. Oh man, Sky gonna have a knot on his forehead on tomorrow's show. God damn. All right, cool.
I can't.
You've activated my trap card. Oh wait, he said that's the trap. You don't watch anime, but no. he said that was Dontrell's trap card that you didn't agree with his take. He set you up.
Oh shit, he set me up.
You're like, oh, okay. You gonna make me look bad on Voch Lombardi Live? Who was that chick you was with? Who was the old girl you was with?
I'm so mad. It started off so cool. He was like, hey man, I'm the fella that you saw, we was going, oh yeah, when we was walking home, you was one of the first people that, saw me out in person and said that's Skywalker. And I was telling my lady, hey, that's cool. Somebody noticed me. You was with you know who you was with. I ain't gotta say nothing. Huh?
Bro, time out Sushi 5408. He said the Asian chick you was with, her name was You Win. You Win. God damn, dog. Chat is going crazy.
Get me off the screen. I'm about to pass out again.
Let's get to the phone, dog. I need water. I am sweating. God damn.
Can we get who's on the phone? Come on, man. I gotta go talk to my lady.
Platinum Pat from 3-Inch Mafia quoting Mark Morrison. You lied to me.
Hashtag black men don't cheat. Come on.
Return to Mac. All right, cool. Let's get to the phone, man. 210. What's up? Who this, man?
What's up, my guys? This is Gabe. I'm calling in from San Antonio, Texas. Just letting you guys know.
I thought you were short,
an alibi
yeah.
or a wing, man. Letting you know I'm right here.
Hey,
I'll catch you.
We got you, bro. Appreciate you, Gabe. We need all the help we can get over here, man. I do not want Sky sleeping on my couch, man.
But that guy forgot the first rule of Fight Club is we don't talk about Fight Club, man.
We cannot. Come on.
In this world.
God damn, dog. Just broke all the rules. Man, appreciate you, Gabe. You the only one real. Go ahead. What you got for the show, dog?
Hey, man, just letting you guys know you guys are winners in my book, man. You guys bring up great topics, great conversations, great film, bro. I've been watching you guys for since you guys started. Law brought me into this. Voch got me going on. We're still with this great commentary, man. You guys are bringing it live every day. I appreciate it. Just wanted to give you guys some mad props. I feel excited about the Cowboys this season. Usually defense feels like they're lacking. But this season and last season, they stepped it up really well. They're stepping it up really good this time. And I'm excited. Granted, we don't have the same receiver core as the previous years, but I feel like making up for it this time with the defense, it's almost like Jerry saying, hey, you know what? We don't need those big names to get it done. We're going to focus on the neat and gritty as like any other team that's gone to the championship.
Right.
And the fact is that they are trusting Dak Prescott to bring these young receivers into the mix it says a lot about what their current role is now as before. Before we were all highlights and glam and whatnot. This time around, hey, we're gonna trust CeeDee Lamb. We're gonna trust our tight ends. We're gonna trust our running backs. You know, we got 2 running backs that are, I believe in my book, are elite. You know, I don't feel like they're falling off that much. I believe Tony Pollard is on the way up. But hey, I'm excited for this season. I'll keep on watching some film. Every day.
Shouts out to Freeman Mazda.
You guys are doing great things, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, yo,
Thank
Gabe,
you, sir.
this was a fantastic call, man. I just put you down platinum, so next time you call in, we'll know it's you, man. It was a fantastic call. And look, I do agree. I don't always think that chasing the big names is always the option. I think that, you know, when you have young guys on your team, that, you know, you have to like bring those guys up and develop them and elevate them. So, so Gabe, I'm with you, man. But you are a platinum caller now. Next time you call in, we'll know it's you, man. Appreciate you.
Fair.
Appreciate it, man. You guys have a great one.
Yes, sir.
215 Khalil said, Sky about to be doing the show tomorrow with his shades on, dog. Like, Sky, you okay? I'm good, dog. I'm good. You can.
They say you're not gonna be facing the camera tomorrow.
Yeah, listen. If you here for football content, we apologize. Truly.
Real Sports Talk says Dontrell hit you with the usher. Watch this.
Oh, you want to debate? Watch this.
God damn, dog. I say Jay-Z in the elevator.
Oh,
man, I
bro.
am sweating.
Oh God, yo,
Shit, man.
Shoot, bro, I was sweating when he said that. I'm like, hold on, who we talking about?
Hey, yo, Scott, I ain't gonna say who you was with and all that, but you know.
He said, you know who you was with. I know, motherfucker.
I know who I was with. I was there.
You don't even know who I was with, fam.
Triple D dropped 5 in the super chat. Appreciate you, Triple D. Hey, yo, chat, listen. Look, we got one more call. Then we're going to talk to y'all.
It's another call.
Please.
Come on.
Hey, yo, we're throwing you in the fight. Listen, if y'all are enjoying this content, fantastic ass content, bro, please hit the like button. You ain't got to pay for nothing. It's free. If we making you laugh, if we've given you good jokes, good content, if you've enjoyed the information, please hit the like button. Shouts out to Matt Owen. He says, roster update. Ian Bunting, Kyron Brown, and Ty Freifogel are back on IR. They clear waivers. All right, cool. So they were cut on the injury thing yesterday because they had to make roster moves, but they were hurt, so they cleared waivers, and now they're back on the team. But we didn't get an update on everybody's GOAT, Ryan Nall. So I guess that that's still up in the air. And here's Dontrell. He says, tell
Dontrell.
girl, I ain't mean it like this, guy. See, Shell, look at this.
Dontrell, go home.
Fuck
out of here, Dontrell. So now we like Dontrell, but damn it.
Oh man, god damn, that's funny.
Hold on, I gotta find somebody. You go ahead and get the call. I'm trying to find something real quick.
All right, cool, man. God damn, please hit the like button, chat. If we are entertaining y'all today, if we holding y'all down, bro, we got 1,000 people in the chat just watching live, just right now, just 1,000 people caught that. God damn, what a show, man. What a show. And now we got 569 on the phone. What's up? Who this?
Hey, this is John from Plano. How y'all doing?
What's up, John? Please be safe. What you got for the show?
I ain't.
Not much. I just got a quick comment and a question.
What's up?
It's mandatory that I listen to your live streams during the game now. I can't stand the announcers no more. I got to listen to you while I watch the game, so appreciate that.
Appreciate you, bro.
And my question is basically, so if future you came to you, you know, like after the season, outside of winning a Super Bowl, what would be like your minimum, like, all right, we had a good year. And then on top of that, like, what are 2 or 3 players, younger players, obviously, that you want to hit more than anything for our continued success going forward?
Well, if you just kind of go down the line, if it's not a Super Bowl, what means a good season for us? I mean, we at least got to make it to to the conference game. I think that's just kind of where we at right now. I think, in order to properly build on what we've done, I mean, it's cool to say make the playoffs, but if we were 8-8 Dallas, making the playoff would be the goal. But if we're 12-5 Dallas and we've gotten one and done, the next goal would be is to make it to the conference championship. So look, what a good year is for me is if we get, the bye week or something something like that. Or if we're competing for the bye week and we make it to the conference game, then that'll be a great season for us. Whether Super Bowl is the big goal though, but I think making it to the conference game, I think that's worth some excitement.
Same here for me. Conference championship.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Success.
I'm kind of tired of Super Bowl or bust. Even though I won a Super Bowl, but realistically, you can't win it every year.
Yeah, you can't win every year. Somebody said Sky gonna be on the injury report tomorrow. God damn. And what else you said that if I had to pick a young guy to take the next step, who would it be?
Like 2 or 3 young guys that you were like, we have to have these guys hit for us to be good, not this year, but going forward.
If Osa Odigizua really turns into a top 3 guy, and your core moving forward is Micah Parsons, Trey Diggs, you got a guy like Osa Odigizua, and Aaron Donald is a bit much, but just a perennial top of the league 3-tech kind of guy. If Osa turns into one of those dudes for you, that'll be fantastic. And look, if we just banking on something, like I would love for Kelvin to make the next step, so that we can have a actual cornerback duo. So we can have a Kelvin Joseph on one side, Deron Bland making that weird, but Kelvin Joseph on one side. If he reaches his full potential, because Kelvin is talented, but if he reaches his full potential, and you have Diggs on the other side, having a true cornerback duo, I think that'll be top tier roster building moving forward. Note that both of those were on defense, because I think if you have a dominant defense perennially, you're going to be in that conversation.
All right, appreciate it. Well, y'all have a great day. Thank you for the content.
Appreciate you, my guy. What's your name again?
Sir.
John.
John. All right, John. I'm gonna put you down as platinum. You say John from Plano?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put you down, John from Plano, because we got 7 other Johns. So John from Plano.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah, we can't confuse you with John from Portugal or John from Vegas. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Let me cut these goddamn. Let me lock this shit up.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you, dog.
On hold.
Will Steele, how do we get here, bro?
Bro, they said it's about to be me, bro.
I had dreams that you had
Return to me.
The stuttering kid.
Oh, okay, this kid. Okay, I see.
You want him to do you so.
Well, when he said, old girl that you was with.
He's so wrong.
Bro, that is funny, dog. How do we, Will, what have we done to deserve,
I don't know,
the content layups that we've gotten here, bro? What have we done, bro? Triple D dropped the deuce and says, Jedi threw up both hands like it wasn't me. It's like, hey, shit, hey, appreciate you for the super chat, Triple D. I guess we pull up the chat, Will, or do we just leave because the chat gonna fry you for another 5 if we let them?
Hey, man, you do what you go on ahead. They ain't finna ask no damn football questions. I would love for that, because consecutively about 1,000 chats in a row have nothing to do with football.
I chat y'all heard what he said. Come in here and talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about. Hey, if for whatever reason you didn't call in, you talked up anytime, minutes, anytime. You at work, you in the gym like Shella, or you in class and you can't call in. Now is the time to tap in with the show and tell us what you think, man. So with that being said,
T-Mac said, I hope Sky clear waivers.
Look, breaking news, Skywalker still has been traded to the Toronto Argonauts. Hold up, bro. Wait a minute, dog. Let's just get sophisticated for 20 seconds. Then we're getting right back to these jokes, bro. God damn, bro. Oh man.
Sky about to go
Put your wig on, Will. Still. Come on, man. Put your wig on. Don't let these jokes get to you. Put your wig on.
Oh no, they're hilarious.
Marcus Hardison says, "Thy man that stutters in front of his woman is bound to sleep on couch."
That's basically.
Here we go.
I'm defeated right now.
Hear ye, hear ye. Oh shit. God damn, bro. This is funny. Wait, yeah, I lost his comment. All right, here we go. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me and Will still here. At the volume, every man must decide for himself whether he shall master his world or be mastered by it. Hey man, that's kind of like your situation right now, Will. Still, that kind of sound like you a little bit, huh? Every man must decide for himself whether he shall master his world or be mastered by it. Man, my brothers are master of their fate and the captains of their soul. Prayers up, gents. Salute to you, sir. Marcus Harrison, we know that you are in the business of trying to get a new little work situation, trying to get you a new little career path going. Hey, we are rooting for you, player. We're rooting for you. We hope the best for you, and we hope you knock your interview and your job process out the park, player. Appreciate you for your kind words. Now let's get back into whooping Will Steele.
This is impressive.
Let's get back into because look, they're not gonna ride a jokes no time soon. They're not gonna ride a jokes.
You would think. You can't. It has to run out, but they haven't yet.
Sky,
this is crazy.
Sky, do you have the 40 time to evade your girl? Are you serious? Your 40 time?
Here's the thing about my girl. She athletic.
Damn. Well, you just shot out of luck, sir.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. I'm sick of this. At the volume, that's me and Will. When does the training camp tell all drop on Twitch? Well, it ain't gonna be tonight because Will ain't gonna have access to his computer because he's gonna be at the Marriott. But whenever he get back home and everything cool, we will be. We'll advertise it to you. We'll know what's going on. She'll say, "Nah, he's buying me dinner." That's crazy. Now you gotta buy food for something just for a misunderstanding.
That's what's crazy is there's something probably gonna come out of this just on some. Hey, babe, listen, they funny. You know what I mean? And just to show that they funny here. You know what I mean? Something good. She might get a free meal or something out of some craziness.
But I'm the only one laughing, sir. Let's see. This your classmate love what you're doing.
Yeah, look.
Okay, shit, Jaron Jones. Appreciate it, Jaron. Shouts out to Natchez. Appreciate it. Salute, sir. Salute.
Trey says Sky was with James.
Natchez is tuned into this, boy. Shouts out to Jaron. Shouts out to Natchez. Shouts out to hometown.
Trey, the way he spoke, you would think I was with Jane Slater. Oh, you know who you was with. I wasn't with Jane.
Better not be Jane Slater. God damn, this is funny, bro. Okay, cool. Lamb's not injured. Lamb's toe was cut. Go ahead.
You know how I got a law firm as one of my sponsors. They said, does the law firm do divorces?
Does the law firm do divorces?
Just writes itself,
God,
man.
That's crazy. Sky, you got 1,000 people roasting you right now. What do you do?
I've never had this happen to me before. You know what I mean? You get into a battle one-on-one or around your friends, but god damn.
Everybody, please drop flames in the chat and just hit the like button. We ain't doing nothing else, please. It wouldn't be funny if Voch was in this situation. He'd be like, shut all this shit down. Voch doesn't have these problems. Voch,
I would love to tell you how that conversation it would be totally different. But we ain't gonna do all that.
One day, maybe on Twitch we'll do it.
Just know it wouldn't be like this, yeah.
Miss Nay gonna be like, well, was she cute?
I'm about to say, was
she cute?
You should totally mute you, bro.
Shouts out to Miss Nay. All right, let's get back going. 5 more minutes, then we're gonna get up out of here, man. Just to let Sky, mend this home. Let's see. You better get Marquise to write you an apology letter. Look, just to get some Beethoven-esque, some fancy apology letter. Come on. Yo, King Element dropped 5 and says, "I swear I saw the whole group of women go as Sky, and with the snap of his finger, they all disintegrated. He's the most faithful man I've ever seen."
No, that's a Marcus. Hit me up, man. I might need you to write me something, seriously.
King Element, man. He's I swear I saw a whole group of women go at Sky with a snap of his finger. They all disintegrated. The most faithful man I've ever seen.
Here's the crazy thing. Joey
King
says,
Element, that is the manscaped joke of the day, King Element. Go ahead, Will.
Joey says Sky getting roasted twice in one day. They got me earlier this morning about my age. I guess that was a foreshadow of what the hell was about to happen, on this show.
Well, y'all 40. Oh shit. Danny said he tried calling phone lines down, Danny. It's 4:30. So call in early tomorrow and we'll even get your theme music. I got your theme music queued up. Oh man. Order in the court. In the court.
Can we get out of here? They're not stopping.
This is amazing, sir. I just want a little bit of, I just want a little more of this. I just want a little more. Shouts out to Mississippi.
J Lombardi, man. Sky feeling like DMX. What this one from there was Brenda, Letitia. Donald.
He met Cookie at ice cream parlor. Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
Tracy
Voch would be like, hell yeah, you start me with that, bro. No, sir. Voch would never be like that. God damn, dog.
Yeah, they've been on
I
my
feel
ass
like we
since
just
8.
keep doing this, but I don't want to keep doing this. We're gonna have to stop at some point. And it is 4:35.
I'm just glad I can laugh at myself, because if I was one of them ones, I'd have shut all this shit down. I could click end stream right now and all this shit would have been over.
4 and 5.
When Dontrell said, yeah, you know who he was with. We're sorry, we're having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Oh man. Toxic Tom said he said that Sky got a signed Bible. He's a
no, we gotta get out. They're getting back to the age. Let's go.
All right, let's get to it.
We can't have them coming out be 2 ways. No, man.
James Richard Dry 5 says, "Go Broncos, Javante, baby." Shouts out to you, James. Oh man, I think that's all we got, man.
Final thoughts on today's joint practice. Competitive practice. I like to see it. Mistakes were made. Yeah. Now let's see them bounce back tomorrow.
Whew, good reps. This is the time of year where you want to get those reps in, and hopefully getting these reps in versus a caliber team like the Chargers. That'll be just good work for Tampa Bay whenever we get there. Hear ye. Ted Pickett say, "My God, I can't stop laughing, and I'm at work." Well, that's what you get, man. Listen, bro. I kind of said this as like a marketing tactic, right? Hey guys, don't miss no shows, man. You never know what you're gonna see. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people come out and say that just haphazardly. Hey, every show something's gonna happen. You don't want to miss this. Legitimately, Wills, I don't think we had a bad show yet.
Nah,
I don't think we had a bad show. We've had some bangers. Like today was a banger. Today was like a 10 out of 10. But we ain't had a bad show yet, man. No. Something happens, every show. Shouts out to Astro, man. Astro put out like a
I'll pull it up here. I got you. Go ahead.
Synopsis. You know what I mean? Show synopsis of what happened yesterday. And it was a fantastic compliment that he paid us, right? He was like, man, how can we be so unpredictable? And Will's about to pull it up so we can get the exact quote. Shouts out to Astro. But he was like, man, how can you be that but still be so structured, right? Because look, man, we opened up the show in the first 40 minutes. We gave like hard-hitting camp analysis, bro. Like we gave real factual information here, and then on the back end of that, we did jokes for 20 minutes. Like we dead ass got the work out the way, and we had fun, and we did jokes for 20 minutes, bro. Like what other show is giving you that, man? I just want everybody, please, if you ain't doing nothing right now, I'm giving everybody in here a war call because we couldn't have done it without you. I'm about to just do this, and please hit the like button and drop flames in the chat box, please, for the show today. By
the way, when I'm saying I can't stand y'all or something like that, y'all know it's all. I love it. This is fun as hell. So do not hold back. Just don't hold back, but don't do Sam. Sam, you was tripping, Sam. So keep doing what y'all doing, man. This is fun.
Don't go too crazy, but keep doing what you're doing. Skywalker still surprised Voch with the nuanced world order joint. See Voch lose his cool when he's accused of overhyping. Wonder what was really said behind his hand when I was asked about the James Slater and Joy Taylor question. How can this show be so wild and unpredictable but stay so polished? It's unreal. That's a hell of a compliment, man, because we try. Like, look, the moment we stop having fun with it, we'll be done with it, right? So we giving you like the actual work. We giving you the work. Yeah. But man, we having fun, bro. We just cooling it. We kicking it, right? This is a professional network. The Volume is a professional network, and they spent a lot of money to give us this, but this is content. This is what content is nowadays, right? This is new media. Shouts out to my colleague Draymond. I mean, we're gonna have cocktails on a yacht one day. You know what I'm saying? But this is what content is. You could watch the networks, man, and they can do that thing that they do. But this the only place that you get stuff like this, man. And I'm just so serious about separating myself. Me and this show, separating this show from from everything else on the internet, man. We just take this serious, man. Facts. Me and Will still take this incredibly. We talk about this shit after hours just to make sure, you know, that y'all are getting every angle, every opportunity, every laugh, every bit of information, every piece of entertainment that we can give you. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in with us, man. So with that being said, hit the sub button. Hit the like. That is our virtual currency. If you want to show the volume how much you love us, how much you support us, it don't cost you $1. Hit the like button, and the algorithm will push the videos out. They'll get them. Volume social media platforms also. Follow me on my social medias, particularly Twitter. That's where I really get busy. But my Instagram, I've been getting that popping a little bit later. So VOCHLOMBARDI. I posted Jane on one of the joints, and the comments went a little crazy at me. We'll still talking. I posted Jane Slater and all that. So check out my Instagram too at Voch Lombardi, same thing. And my Twitch.tv is my non-football program or whatever. We're going to be doing some non-football things. At some point, me and Will are going to break down the training camp trip, the tell-all that y'all been waiting on. We're going to do that at some point. Not today, but at some point. And maybe this weekend. What you doing this weekend, Will?
I can't remember. I gotta ask Michelle. she know that.
Well, you better prioritize her. So, next month we'll do it. Next month. Down the line, we'll figure it out. All right. Will Steele, you are legitimately the best in the business, sir. Like, I just give you, I give you all the credit, all the flowers.
Handy with the Steele, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
Couldn't do it without you, man. Like, I got a good show on my own, man, but this thing come together different when we work together, man. So tell the good people where to find you at, sir.
Oh, don't find me nowhere. Don't follow me. None of that shit. Y'all already got me in trouble. I don't want you to follow me on Twitter at Skywalker Steele. I don't want you to follow me on YouTube at A to Z Sports Dallas on YouTube. Every morning we talk about Dallas Cowboys at 8:30. But I really don't want y'all to be following me out here in these streets because y'all lying on me. Now I got to go apologize to my lady for something I ain't do. But I love y'all, but don't follow me. We out.
With that being said, love y'all to pieces. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey. Until next time.
Just play that.
Volume.
Beats
What a
Planet.